For those of you who don't know me, my name is Mia, and this is my first channel. My first video for my channel, I should say. So the reason why I'm making this, one, I've always wanted to make my own channel. Yes, even before they got super big. I remember maybe, it's 2019, and I've probably genuinely wanted one since like Jenna Marbles was like hitting the scene on YouTube. So maybe like 2011, 2012. But one, I was in school and I didn't have the kind of money that I thought I needed to put something together. Two, I didn't think I had anything to talk about. You know, my life is pretty normal, or it has been. And three, I was never self-confident. I didn't think I was pretty enough or interesting enough, and I don't know if those things really matter all so much, but for as long as I can remember, I have always felt like I had a story to tell, and I want to share things. I want to show my friends and my family, you know, things that I'm thinking and feeling and my journeys. I mean, a little bit of backstory here is I'm recently married. I've been married now about 3 months, and my husband's in the Air Force. So military life is a bit different than maybe like a civilian, where you are pretty much settled in one location and you have stability in the sense of like, you know that you're not just gonna have to get uprooted one day and move somewhere new. So this whole experience is new to me. You know, I'm from the East Coast. I'm from Pennsylvania, maybe about 45 minutes outside of Philly, and that's where I've been my whole life. You know, I never really my family never moved. They've always kind of been in the same location. So I've had at least like location stability. I didn't move around like crazy. And then I graduated college, and I mean, the first job that I could find was in New Jersey. So I had a pretty lengthy commute to and from my job, but I was okay with it. You know, it was a new experience, it was a job, and it was something different than what I was used to. I was ready to kind of branch out of Pennsylvania and see what else was out there. So, not to go into too much detail, because I could probably talk for like 30 minutes about my life, but kind of just to make it simple here is I'm making this because there are a lot of things going on in my life, and I feel like I could touch on those in separate videos, because once I say them, it's like, you know, you can't just say it and then be like, we'll talk about it later. Like, no. But yeah, I feel like I have a lot to share, and I want this to be an outlet for friends, for people that I don't know yet. So if I don't know you, hi, I'm Mia, and I hope you stick around. And I want to just share everything from my bad days, my good days, you know, what I'm eating, to my travels, you know, fitness. I work out like 6 days a week, and I do post on Instagram a little bit for that. So I figured, why not start a YouTube channel, you know? I mean, I don't know where this is gonna go, and honestly, I'm doing this just because I have felt called to create for a very long time, and I have kept that very much to myself. I think really honestly only like my a couple of people in my family and then like a few friends here and there have known that I've had all these like wild dreams to, you know, do stuff like this, and I would talk about it and then I would never actually, you know, pull the trigger. Pretty much it's kind of a nerve-wracking thing because you want it to be perfect, but the reality is my life is not perfect, and I don't want to provide something that's perfect for people because then that's a lie. I want this to be something where you can relate, and I want to hear other people's stories. I hope that this is something that I share something, and then, you know, whether it's like emails or comments in, you know, in the video or whatever it is, people reaching out and saying, I know what you mean, and this is my story. Because I think the best thing about life is that we all go through things, and sometimes they're really good and sometimes they're just absolutely terrible, and we want to feel connected. We want to feel like somebody else understands, that they can relate or they can celebrate or, you know, comfort myself or, you know, someone else during those times. And just being connected to people is so forgotten, you know, in social media especially. Like, people don't interact face to face as much because, you know, the internet makes it easy to do it online. But I feel that at least with video, you can kind of get real reactions out of me, and I just think everyone should share. This isn't like, oh, only the elite, only like the pretty or the fit or the knowledgeable should share. I think if you have something that you want to present to the world, your friends, whoever, just do it. Plain and simple. And honestly, that's why I'm doing it, because I don't want to look back on my life and say, I never did it. I wanted to, and I was too scared. I think that's the worst thing, is letting your fear take over, and then you're left feeling empty and unsatisfied, and I don't want that for myself. So to make this a little bit shorter, because I'm already at like 7 minutes here, I'm starting this channel, and I'm going to try and post, you know, maybe once a week. We'll kind of see how my schedule goes. Things are a little hectic lately. And yeah, welcome. And it's really good to have you here. Can't wait to post more. Bye.